once I had L,
Right.
L was that guy.
So the people that you mentioned throughout the whole conversation, this whole segment, made it to the NBA very, very, very close. You have Speedy, who got rings.
Yep.
L.O., who has rings.
Yep.
You have Ron, who has rings.
NBA.
Malik Allen did 12 years.
Yep.
Elton got a national championship at Duke.
At Duke.
Zindon, of course.
He played in the NBA. He played in the NBA.
He got like 10 years.
He got 10 years in the NBA. People don't even know that. He got 10 years in the NBA. And still with money in the bank. Z, you still owe me $5.
He owes you just 5?
Yeah.
He owes me a little more than that. You mentioned Dwayne Woodward, who didn't make it to the NBA, but
played overseas for over 10 years.
Got probably one of the biggest contracts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to put his business out there, but like a big contract.
A lot of money.
And they're all from New York. What was the swagger like of New Yorkers walking into the gym in that era when you had the Church, and you guys?
When you walked in the gym,
and the Broncos.
We was up 10 points.
Yeah. And
the thing about wherever we go, I'm still amazed by that. People know you're from New York.
Our walk is different.
Our walk is different, but they claim that our accent is different. And I always go, what accent? You're the one with the accent.
Yeah.
Okay, but they always say that. Our swag is just totally different. And people just like, That's the way it was. I remember one year I was with Dermot Player. Dermot's my man because we go way back to back then. Actually, the first time I saw Stephon Marbury, it was with a team called Young Life. Dermot was the coach. Back in Little Lad, New Jersey.
Wow,
It was Dermot Players, to give you a little history. So we out there in California, and these guys had their hats on, and everything, okay. And I remember, now we're with Sonny, and Sonny gave us like these LA gear. So people don't remember that. So we were outfitted with LA gear. So we were about to go play against Shea Cotton squad. We put the hoodies on and we walked in single file, like we were in the Marines. So whereas the Oakland Soldiers, that's what they do now. But we were doing it before then. It's like we walked in, dressed up single file to let people know we're not scared of y'all, because when we walked in the gym, they were doing gang sign. Because like, yeah, y'all coming into the house, right here. But it's funny, Khalid was just doing the same thing to them, with gang signs, and Khalid wasn't scared of anyone.
But hold on, before I know it's the truth though, because I was there. He got that one game in IS8.
Oof.
Who was it? Danny, Bobby Hurley? I don't know who it was. He got there at halftime or something like that. He got there late, not on time. He put on like one of the best performances ever known in ISA history. Here's
what happened. No, actually, we were gonna play the championship with against Riverside. I always teased Thurman about this because I heard Thurman in a podcast, and it seemed like Riverside always beat us. Not true. It was always a back and forth thing. So we pick up Khalid at the airport. It was Lamar and I. We picked him up at the airport this time. Khalid was probably, I would say, the fiercest competitor I've ever coached. Okay? Him and Jason Fraser. Jason was up there too. But Khalid was something else. So we at the airport, and Khalid is saying something in the back seat. I said, yo, man. And Barkley said he's going to kick your ass.
Somebody talking.
He said, what? I said, yo, Barkley said he's going to kick your ass. And Lamar just looks at me. I look at Lamar. He's quiet now in the back. And I'm looking through my rearview mirror, and I see he's just like, kick my ass. Going through his mind. Yo, you think of
processing.
He's processing, because I know how he is, how he's built. You got to know how your guys are built. He didn't say a word. All the way to I say. He didn't say a word. And at one point, he hit a shot from half court. And he turned around, and Pete Edwards still talks about that. He said, this is my house! This is my house! And it was an unbelievable performance.
I heard that. No, I caught some of it. He killed.
He was unreal. And we won that, championship. That's why I keep saying, Thurman, you didn't win them all. Okay, we were going back and forth. But, yeah, he was special.
He was special.
And I'll tell you how special he was. He was scheduled to go to Minnesota. He told the Minnesota people, I can't go, I'm going to the Big East. And I said, dude, why do you want to go to Big East? He said, Coach, I want to be able to play against Eric Barkley, who went to St. John. I want to be able to play against Shamgard, who was at Providence, at the time. And I want to say, I think there was a kid named Vontingo Cumming, who was at Pitt. But I know what the point was.
But he wasn't the point, though. I think he was like a
maybe two.
Okay. Two, yeah.
But there were a lot of great point guards in the Big East.
Yeah, who was that?
At
Syracuse.
I can't remember, but obviously there was someone there, and that's what he wanted to compete against. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and that was the reason that he did that. And I'll never forget that. Obviously, he takes UConn to the national championship, and they actually beat Brand, Duke, in the national championship. Him and Richard Hamilton. Okay, but Khalid was that competitor.
No,
all you had to do was say something. He knew you had it.
My partner Talib said that's the only reason he went to UConn.
Same reason, is it? Exactly.
Following his footsteps.
Following his footsteps.
Yeah, because he laid the tradition as far as competing and just being that tough mother effer that just didn't give a F.
He didn't, man. Dude, it go back to what you were saying. So back to California, wherever you went, there was just a swag about us. Okay? And I remember that I have guys now who said, Gary, when you guys used to come out there, because we used to actually play 2 tournaments out in California. People don't understand back in the days how it went, but there was the Izzy Washington Slam Jam, and then there was the Pump and Run.
I remember that one.
Okay, so we were playing 2. And a lot of guys who are now balling or have program in California said they started because of us watching us play. Okay, they were motivated to create a program, and now they have it rolling.
Oh, they're rolling now, right?
But now I'm talking about early '90s people, and I know you guys don't understand that. But
we're trying to give them some information and history.
Yeah, exactly, and you need to understand your history.
That's the truth. Because which is perfect, because now, back then we were considered the Mecca.
Oh, without a doubt, it wasn't even close.
It wasn't even close.
Not even close.
Now, they could clown on it, whatever the case may be, and they would say stuff like, back in the days you got where California's the spot now. Chicago can lay claim to it because they're producing all these pros. And rightfully so. Those guys are doing a great job. But was it equivalent to what New York was doing back then?
No. But here's the thing, though, and I want people to understand the evolution, of things. Not everything always stays the same. Back in the day, you had the Dream Team. Okay. When the Dream Team was formed, it was special. And you go back and look at 11 Hall of Famers?
Yep, I was Christian Lake,
something like that. Well, that's 12. That's why I said 11.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying he's the only one that didn't. Right.
So now, when we went out there, here's what we did. We opened up the eyes of the world.
Okay,
and
I like that one.
Now everyone started to play.
I like that.
Croatia.
I like that.
Okay, everyone started to play now because we opened up the world. When Lamar and them was playing, we were considered like the Beatles. Everywhere we went, the place was packed. So now people were coming to see us everywhere we went. Now we started to open up eyes. Riverside was coming because we were all, traveling together.
Right.
So now it opened up the doors for people to say, oh, okay, we need to start playing. And that goes back to what I just said to you, that a lot of guys who watched us play said it motivated them to get going. So what did we do? We motivated the rest of the country.
I like that.
To start playing. The same way that the United States does not own the NBA anymore.
Correct.
Okay, there's people coming from overseas. New York does not own the country of best basketball anymore. Okay, because it's not because we did anything wrong. It's just that everyone else started to catch up. Right. People don't understand that. Here's another aspect of it. The grit that we had was that we were that tough-minded inner city kids that's balling. All right. Here's the thing. When I was coming up, I learned from my dad. Now, I've been wearing hats since I was 14, 15 years old. But I'm a byproduct of the 70s. Blaxploitation movie, Superfly, the Mac, and things of that nature. Okay? That's me. That's how I came up. If my mom would tell me to do something, it's still in my head. So even now, at 50-something years old, if I'm about to go do something, my mom's still in my head where I'm saying, hey, my mom wouldn't want me to do that. My mom wanted me to do, certain things. Okay? So now these kids came up through ESPN. Everyone wants to blame grassroots basketball for everything that goes wrong. Oh, grassroots basketball.
That's true.
Hold on now. You went to Duke for a couple of years. You didn't learn anything over there. Then you go to the NBA. You didn't learn anything there. And we're still getting the blame from whatever. But you watch ESPN. You either seen the dunks.
Highlights.
Or you seen the three-point shot. Okay? That's what you're seeing. So now kids thinking that that's what I have to do. So now we don't spend time on some of the things that we used to do, because this is what we know now.
Right.
And that's what I mean when I say that we need to understand that things just change over X amount of time.
Right.
All right. There was a time in this town I could not live here in Baldwin, but now we can.
Mm-hmm.
Things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to adapt with it or understand. So stop blaming, let's say, grassroots basketball, or stop thinking that, damn, what happened to New York? Hey, man, everybody else caught up.
Right, right. No, that's a great analogy, that dream team, because like you mentioned, the MVP from last year wasn't from America. The Six Man of the Year award person wasn't from America. The Rookie of the Year wasn't from America. So that opened up that 92 team, which is probably the greatest team of all time. Opened up the doors.
It opened up the doors.
Opened up the doors to everyone to see, and they were signing autographs. You remember?
Absolutely.
They were signing autographs in Croatia, in Slovenia,
everywhere. So it's the same thing as I remember.
Great analogy.
When the Riverside, the Gauchos, the Panthers were traveling, and now everywhere we go, people were looking at us. Okay, these guys were, and people don't understand it because there wasn't even social media at that point. Right. But I'm gonna tell you what I couldn't understand.
But social media now is taking the ESPN highlight people to another level.
To another level. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And back then, I couldn't understand how we would get somewhere, and there would be girls waiting for the team, and I would be like,
teenagers, you guys.
Teenagers. How did you even know you guys were gonna be here? 'Cause I couldn't understand that. And come to find out that the girls, let's say, who saw us in one town, would call their cousins or whatever and say, oh, they're coming to your town next.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how crazy it was
crazy.
Back then. And people won't understand it, but, Lamar was a special breed, okay, as you guys can see now, and everything. And then the other guy that we had 12 Division I players on that team.
So you only had one team? The 17 youth?
At that time, yeah. I mean, we had I think at that time we only had that one team, but it was 12 Division I players. Here's the thing now. There's a team, a grassroots team, at every corner of New York now, or everywhere else.
Right, everywhere.
That's not the way it was back then.
Right.
So Riverside was loaded, Gauchos was loaded, we were loaded, Madison Broncos was loaded. We were the team.
Right.
And again, same thing. We had to adapt because now other people started to get. Some guys or whatever, people got, involved in the game. So that to me is part of, what's happening. And here's the thing, like, for example, Royal said, because I heard Royal Ivy, podcast and everything, and Royal said, you mentioned about a kid, Tobias Harris, Long Island. He said, yeah, but I don't consider that. My man, Royal, we all New York. We all part of New York. See, I don't go around anymore saying New York City.
Right.
Okay? I say New York. All right? Like, Mohawk is from Queens.
Yep.
Mohawk is in NBA.
Yep.
They're getting the check. Danny Green, Long Island, still getting paid. Mm-hmm. Okay. Tobias, Long Island, getting paid. That's all part of us. That we have to say that's our family. Okay. It's not just New York City. Okay. Because New York City has helped the kids in Long Island to waken up and start playing.
Yep.
Gary Charles helped them. Like, hey guys, guess what? You can get a scholarship. Because prior to that,